a outline that will keep the public's interest, to keep our viewers' interest in that. But first, I want to say this. All right, I want to go over this. This morning during the Ferrari launch on Valentine's Day, you know, I had been telling you all Ferrari better come with it. They better come with it. I got off early. Many of us were already long in the tooth with it. Ferrari didn't do that great of job with their launch, period. I am fully aware, and I even said it on the live, that I will give them points if they actually drive this car on track. They actually ended up driving the car on track. But the thing that I want to do, and I want to give this from me to my family members, to my subscribers, to my loyal and supporting viewers. Some of you are Ferrari fans, and I know a Ferrari fan most definitely, a very adamant and strong family member in the Wolfpack is Carlos. And it made me think today. I was sitting back and I was thinking, like, I didn't care that they drove the car. I mean, I cared that they drove the car on track, but it didn't change my perspective on getting off early or the launch being not that great. But what it is this. Even if I don't care, I still need to care about what you care about. I don't sit here on this channel to talk to myself. I come to this channel to commune and talk with you all, deliver my opinions and hear your opinions. So in that right, it was a bit selfish even for me to get off early, because that's not technically what we're supposed to do here, right? I'm reporting. Sometimes I'm not going to like what I report on. And so I want to apologize to my viewers and my subscribers, and most of all, my Ferrari fans that are family members, that I didn't stay on regardless if they drove the car on track or not. I should have stayed on a bit longer to be sure that I didn't rob you of us having an experience together watching that launch, because you don't necessarily have to come here to watch that. So that is what I want to say to you all. I mean, I'm a big person like that. I don't mind it. But yeah, my Ferrari fans and my family members, big shout out to you all. I appreciate you supporting the channel. But that shit sucked. That shit sucked. Ferrari sucked. I don't care. I'm telling you right now, comparable to what Ferrari did was like having a stale, moldy ass pizza, and there happened to be a piece of pepperoni sitting in the middle that just wasn't spoiled yet. And you ate that pepperoni and you was like, it tastes good. Yeah. So yeah, they drove the car on track, but they ruined the whole buildup. Okay. What they should have done is they should have cut some of the bullshit chatter talk between Carlos and damn Charles. First of all, they went to Fred, didn't spend all that long time on Fred, cool. But after that, they went and we did the car reveal, which was all CGI, all pictures, and it was real nice. What they should have done after that is cut directly to the garage and keep the momentum building, but they didn't. Ferrari literally laid a strategy out like their season was last year. And if that's the type of strategy they're going to have, their season coming up in 2023 might be questionable. You damn right, I said it, it might be questionable. Ferrari going to have to make sure they don't do a 2023 season like they did they Ferrari launch. It was lame, started getting lamer, started getting worse, and then we cut out, and the next thing you know, they drove the car on track. That didn't make up for all the whackness. I'm glad they did it, the only team to do it, but they could have had the opportunity to have the best car launch of 2023, and they muffed it up like they muffed up the 2022 season. But with that being said, let's get into something that I saw that should be deemed illegal on Ferrari's car, because it damn sure was a debacle, a situation, and heavily talked about in 2022 when Mercedes unveiled it or viewed it at COTA. So let's get into this, all right? So the Ferrari car is, first of all, very sexy. It is sexy. Ferrari had to say, Ferrari's car was my most liked car last year. All right. It was sexy. This year's car is still sexy. But unfortunately, sexy does not equate to enough race wins to win a championship. All right. Now, we saw in the video, you know, Carlos and Charles like, oh, pole, baby, pole. Getting pole positions wasn't your damn problem last season. You were the pole position kings. You weren't the race winning kings, which is why you weren't the world championship kings and the driver championship kings. I'm just saying. But let's check out some of these pictures of the damn SF-23. So here we go right here. The boomerang on Mercedes. They brought that back last season. They had it before. It's funny that we also see a boomerang now on the Ferrari, a bit there that they're taking from. Also, I like some of these winglets. I like them, but it doesn't mean they're fully functional. But something that I definitely recognize was this outlet, because of the way it's facing, it's got to be an outlet, and not seeing where that outlet really feeds in from. Okay, these are bits that I was wondering about, because if you go on track, it seems like they disappear, or maybe they just are a bit more camouflage when the car's out on track at certain horizon levels. But let's go to the next photo right here. I don't really see that bit. I don't really see that outlet on this car when Charles was driving it on track, and I checked from several angles. So it could be just the angle and that the car's driving, and that the fact that depending on what kind of vantage point you have, you don't really see it. It could very well be that, or it could be that this is something that actually didn't make it on the car. But I'm kind of going towards it's the vantage point that it's sitting at, and it's because it's not black, it sits right there in the same color, you just didn't see it. But it also could be that it's not there. All right, so let's go to this next photo. This inlet duct right here in the floor is the one that I'm questioning about. Does it join that outlet duct that's at top on the side of the cockpit? If that is the case, then we're talking about directing and controlling airflow from the bottom, from the front, going over the top. Has Ferrari found something that will further help them in the championship fight next season? Have they found? Now, I want to also wonder, does that inlet happen to be inside the inside duct of the side pod and then goes out up top, and that this inlet on the bottom side of the side pod exits out on the floor portion? I don't know. It's not really confirmed to me. It could be either or. Either way it goes, I think it's very interesting. I think it's very interesting. I think it's innovative, and I would like to know the whole functioning of that. And I'm pretty sure it's going to come out. Pretty sure Ferrari have their outlets, and if they want to bring it about. But I think it's very interesting, and I do like it. The Ferrari car is one of my favorite cars aesthetically. I felt like it had the performance capabilities, but it was ruined by unreliability and horrible strategy last season. Hopefully they can patch those holes in their Ferrari ship, and that Ferrari can get on and become what it should be, as being the Formula One love child, which is what we're going to get into next. And this is that photo right here. All right, so if we look right here, Ferrari's inlet right there, and we see the outlet up top, okay? Now, I'm wondering if these two are connected. Now, to me, the distance between the two would have to be a very acute change of angle to get there, and I don't know how great that would be with airflow. Airflow still meets resistance. You really don't want to have a bunch of curves and turns. You kind of want somewhere it can flow in and flow out at a nice rate without being disturbed, or the resistance. The least path of resistance is the best, if that is the case. So I wonder if these inlet and the outlet is joined, or is this outlet going to be being fed from somewhere else? I don't completely know yet, but like I said, it is interesting. Now, Coda, after the whole cost cap situation with Red Bull, all of the things about parts could have been paid for, Mercedes brings out a front wing setup that has outwash furniture on it, which completely caused a stir for many reasons. One reason is it goes against the philosophy of the new regulations and the new car. The new car is supposed to clean up the air for the chasing car, so that the chasing car has more of an opportunity to pass and or stay closer together. So this was a big issue, because one time it got banned, and they ended up taking these furniture, these outwash bits off, because they already knew it was, if they put that on track and it actually went out there, performed well, likely it was going to get banned, or it was going to get petitioned, or whatever the case was. Well, looks like, at least for now, Ferrari has included outwash furniture on their front wing. I don't know what the hell the difference is, what they're trying to do, but it's possible that Ferrari may have think that they found a gray area to expose this, because the difference is right here, when Mercedes put it on, it was purely looks like this is strictly outwash furniture. The way Ferrari has kind of incorporated it, it looks like attaching hardware to connect the fins to the front wing. So maybe it's a gray area, but I would like to think that that's not going to fly, because even still, if that's the case, that furniture, those bits are raised up enough to direct air, which disturbs the philosophy of supposed car. So I would wonder to see if the FIA, if Ferrari actually brings this out when they come for testing and to the first race. This may very well be just for the launch. This is what you see right now. This is not, there might have been to bring up some stir, bring a little bit of traffic, a little bit of clamor and talk, and then they take all of this stuff off and it doesn't even make it to the track. Could be. But I'm going to be interested to see if that is the real case. Because if so, if Mercedes was illegal, then damn sure Ferraris is illegal. It's within the same region, just incorporated differently. All right, just in a bit differently. I think Ferrari was a bit more sneaky the way they incorporated that. So I like to see if that's something that's going to go by and if that's going to pass. The next image we'll see right here is just the car itself, looking very beautiful, looking very fast. Charles says he liked it. He thought the car was handling great. That's going to be very questionable to be seen. Racer X210, they should have made it a little slimmer. What now? I'll show you something. What they did do, now they didn't make it slimmer, but what they did do, let's see this picture right here. If you pay attention to this side pod area versus the old, it's a bit more girthy coming down to the floor there. They've tucked that, shaved some of that off to allow a valley of air that can be in there, pretty much somewhat going toward the Red Bull direction. Just saying, a little bit of the Red Bull direction. And that is something that we've seen, right? We've seen swooping back inlets, which a little thinner, which is Ferrari. We've seen people adopt Red Bull, Adrian Newey's philosophy on the side pods. So it's going to be also interesting to see, because tomorrow we're going to be here. I'm going to get my ass up early because I'm dedicated, and we're going to be here for the live of the W14 unveiling or the car launch. I'm going to get up early. I'm going to have to get up at like 3 o'clock in the morning, get prepared and get on here and be with you all. So definitely be here for that. But Race X210, you're right. They should have made it a little slimmer, which I think they did in that area. But I'm not against the entire philosophy of the Ferrari car, because had it not been handicapped by the power unit's reliability issues, the team's strategy, horrible strategies, and the drivers making mistakes, that F-175 was going to be a championship winning car, I believe. But those three areas definitely handicapped it. So I'm hoping that Fred can fix some of those things. I don't know if you can fix them that fast, but hopefully they can fix the reliability situation. And even without that, I still think Charles probably would have been in a better situation for the Drivers' Championship fight. Honestly, I do. All right. I still think they have a very strong driver pairing in Carlos and Charles. So I still believe in that driver pairing for right now. I'm going to be interested to see who's really going to take that #1 role. I still think it's going to be Shaw, and plus Ferrari is going to make it or prove it season. If they don't do something that can legitimately make Shaw think that I can win a championship here, I do believe he's going to be looking at his exit really soon. All right. So that's what I got. That's how I feel. Like I said, hey, I do not feel Ferrari muffed it up. I do feel like Ferrari muffed it up. They had the opportunity to have the best launch. Right now, McLaren is the best launch by far still, and they didn't even drive the car on fucking track. Still. I'm still even going to put Williams at a second. Ferrari had the opportunity to be the best launch thus far because no other team had taken us out on the track with the car. No other team. But they fouled it up all the way until the end. They lamed it up all the way until the end. I give you points, but those points ain't enough to go shave off your damn deductible. It's not enough. Like, you dug yourself in the hole. People was literally like falling asleep. It was a snooze fest. And it wasn't even that long. You didn't do a good job. The host didn't do that great of a job to ask redundant ass questions to get redundant ass answers. We going from here, we going there. They should have did 5 minutes for the drivers, 5 minutes each for the drivers, talk about what they expect. Maybe even had them bring their helmets out to kind of give us a little why they got their helmets with them. Go to Fred as the new team principal, hear what he got to say for about 5 minutes. Then go to the car launch. That's about, I think they had that for like 3 minutes or so. And when that thing ended, they should have cut to the garage, started that car up, and that would have smacked. That would have been smacking. they would have smacked everybody's lunch thus far. It would have been smacking and cracking. Did the lunch, drove out on track. I wouldn't even be mad if they came back and switched out, but it's hard to do that with the seats. But did the drive on the track, came back, talked to Shaw, talked to Carlos. See y'all in 2023. We about to run it up. We out. They would have had the best reveal yet. But they didn't do that. They gave you a moldy pizza with a nice fresh pepperoni in the middle. Congratulations. You screwed yourself. I'm just saying. So, but like I said, to my Ferrari family members that are Ferrari fans, because I do have Ferrari fans here, and like I said, I apologize because I robbed you the opportunity of us as a family member watching the entire launch, and they ended up doing that. Although I saw it, it wasn't here with you. So hey, I'm big. I can stand up for myself and understand all that goodness. So we're gonna be here for Mercedes tomorrow, and I'm gonna tell you, Mercedes start laming up, I'm gonna want to cut that crap off too. I hope they don't lame it up. I hope Mercedes bring it and do well. So we'll see. But hey, I'm gonna do my best not to do that because I'm not here just for myself. I'm here for you too. So big shout out to y'all. Hey, Ferrari, y'all better see that outwash furniture. Y'all better not pay nobody to make that shit legal. I'm gonna be real interested to see how that's gonna go. I'm just being real and honest. I'm gonna see y'all in the morning. We talking about like 9, 10, 11, 12. We talking about like I'm gonna see y'all again in like 6, 7 hours. Like I'm getting up. I'm gonna be up for a little while, and I'm still gonna get up to be here with y'all for the live. So we're gonna see what happens. Does the W14 resemble the W13, or has Mercedes adopted some of the Ferrari and Red Bull looks like majority of the teams that we've thus seen, or has Mercedes found something that they thought was there and have unlocked it, and we're still gonna see a slim down side pod variation that's probably gonna be, or hopefully be, a rocket ship. More teams in the battles lead for more entertaining races for us. It leaves us to question who literally is going to get pole position this week. Who's literally going to win the race? Like, to have multiple teams in the battle is like epic for a season. For a season it is. Like, without all the shenanigans. So we'll see what happens. I'm loving it. I'm ready for it. I'm loving being here for all these lunches. I think we've made everyone thus far, and it is my goal to make everyone going forward. So I'm hoping I don't have to miss one. I want to be here with every lunch with you until the end of these lunches, and then we roll into testing and all the good stuff, and then roll into the season. So I will be putting that up. By the way, we do have a new VIP member again. We got a new VIP member already. They will be announced this weekend for the E-Race, which you can go set your reminder for that link. We're going to be in Singapore. I will present the newest VIP member, which makes 3 already within a month's time. 3 VIP members. 3 people are getting VIP box already in this month. 2023 is kicking off heavy, okay? It's crazy right now. So we're going to do that. I'll let you take a look again at that illegal furniture, which we're going to see if it makes it on track or not. But I'm going to be interested to see if that's something that they actually do. Here's Mercedes. Everybody complained and all that. They even removed it, and we saw the removal marks when they took it off. And here's Ferrari with the same concept, just implemented differently. Will that pass? That is what we want to know. That is what we will see. All right. So with that being said, peace and love. I wish you all the best. Drink your water, take your vitamins, eat healthy, stay fresh with you. I'll see y'all in the morning. I'll see you in a few hours for the W14 launch. What will it look like? Peace.